Can you have just as much fun in a Mk1 Tt V6 as you can in a Mk4 Golf R32? If you wanted to buy a Mk4 Golf R32 today, you'd be looking to part with about £10,000 for an okay condition and anywhere up to £20,000 for a really good condition, low mileage example. Now the TT Mk1 is a completely different car to a certain degree, but it's got the same V6 3.2 engine, it's got the same running gear, so in theory, it's the same car. And these can be had for half the price or a quarter of the price, as we're going to find out today. Now, of course, you could go for the Mk5 R32, which are around half the price, but in my opinion, they don't have the same character unless you supercharge them, like this one behind me, which you can win actually. Go and check the links. Scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, as you do, I come across a really cheap Mk1 Tt V6. In actual fact, I skipped past it because I thought, it's that cheap, there must be something wrong with it. Anyway, long story short, I called the guy, had a conversation, and we agreed that I would buy the car. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, the car's located about an hour and 45 minutes from me, but obviously with the magic of editing, we're going to be there in 3, 2, 1. There it is, there it is. Are you Sean? And I'm assuming this is the TT. You're right.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Just turned the radio on.
Yeah, copyright and all that. So, I won't keep you too long. Obviously, I know you run a business and whatnot. So, just quickly.
Yeah.
Why was the car so cheap?
Well, it needs a few bits.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of rust. I mean, being a painter myself, I know that obviously it looks surfacely okay. But
yeah.
Once it gets going, start grinding it back, it'll be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Under chassis was advised on the MOT.
Yeah.
It's corrosion. I haven't had it on a Ram personally. Sorry.
No, take that, that's all right.
And so I don't know how bad it is, but he did say it's quite bad. Yes, it's just it's not the tidiest of examples, really. You know, so I just priced it fairly as far as I'm concerned. Really,
quick sale sort of thing.
You know, I'm not looking to make money on it or whatever. Yeah. I've had my fun in it. Like I said, plan was to go turbo with it. But I've just bought a rally car, so.
I saw it on Facebook. I think it was actually, did you put it on a TT forum?
Yeah, I've put it on a few sites.
Yeah, so I've seen it on the TT forum, I think, and I skipped through it a couple of times, and I saw it for £2 grand, and I thought there's something wrong with it. So I didn't even bother pressing the description. Then I saw it again, and I saw it again, and I thought, you know what? I clicked on it, and it was just, there was nothing wrong with it, and people were vouching for you as well.
I was going to say, I've had, well, probably 10 TTs over the years, and I know quite a lot of the lads. There was a bloke that was like, he was like, is it a scam? It's $4.5 grand car, I was like, look, it's not a scam, it's a genuine car. ABS lights on, needs an ABS sensor, it's got no cats.
So we spoke about that anyway, didn't we?
Lights on due to that. It needs brakes all round. Like I said, I just think I've priced it fairly. I probably could have hung out for a bit more, but I'm not looking to make money on it. I'd rather it go to somebody that's enthusiastic about it and wants to look after it. And I thought, well, if it needs a chain, if it needs bits and pieces, someone wants to do it, it's fairly low mileage for one of these.
What is the mileage?
102.
That is low. What is 19 years old now, isn't it?
Yeah, for nearly a 20-year-old car, and it runs like an absolute dream. Because
you said you were daily in it.
I've been nearly a year I've driven it, and I've absolutely, honestly, I've done nothing to it. Just jumped in it every day. I mean, today is probably the first time I've washed it. Properly.
Because I've had a few of these. I've broke a few of these as well when I used to dismantle cars and stuff, and they were fetching that $4 or $5 grand. I remember when I was doing stuff. Obviously, this one's a DSG one. I think the manual holds a bit more. I
mean, manual is less made, so they're more desirable.
That's one thing I was going to ask you about, is the Mechatronic unit. Is a DSG? I know it's.
As far as I know, like I say, it drives fine. I've never had a DSG before. One of these. I've never had a TT with DSG in it at all. So I've got a brand new Leon. And that's DSG, and it's completely different drive.
Completely different.
The gear changes are seamless in that. I mean, I've had a little play with the flappy paddles, but like I say, I'm generally stuck in traffic. I live about 12 miles from here, I just drive. I mean, you get out onto the main road, you can sort of have a little blast, but you always hit another car, and You know, it's B roads from there, and I live in a village, so like I say, it drives, as far as I know. I don't know what the symptoms of a bad Metronics is or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't really looking for one. I said it's just too cheap to turn down.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't told everyone what I'm going to be doing yet, but they'll see at the end of the video. But for what I'm going to pay for it, which is £2,000, I mean, it was worth a punt.
That's what I thought. I mean, I thought to myself, I did contemplate breaking it.
Yeah.
But I thought, what's the point? You know, what's the point of breaking a nice car up? You know, yes, it does need bits and pieces, but I thought, well, if I price it accordingly, somebody's going to get an honest car at a sensible price. You know, and if they want to do either what you're going to do or you know, to fix it, there's enough money left in it for them to, you know, I'm not a car salesman, I'm just a car enthusiast, you know. I've bought and sold cars before, but, you know, like I say, I just thought I'd price it as what I believe it's worth, you know, definitely. In its current state.
No, I think it, and I had a little look around as well, and it was probably like the cheapest one that you will find. I don't think you'd find one any cheaper, especially on the mileage. Yeah, the mileage. You know, it sounds well. I was about to say, that's what I was about to ask actually. I said I don't think it's got any modifications, but you said it's got an exhaust. No, completely from manifold back. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a listen to that. I think, but it's really loud. But yeah, it's got like the half suede seats in it. I think that's again. Yeah, I've never seen them in these. They all seem to be leather, to be fair. I mean, like I said, I haven't really cleaned it. It's not. It's not in the cleanest of states, but so I apologise. Well, I think we'll have a little listen. I'll get you paid, and I'll set off. So what's it got? It's just like a full no cats, no res. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah. Well, listen, mate. We'll end it there for now, and like I said, I'll get you paid on that. What do you do? Body work? So you? Yeah. So I work for this company here. Yeah. I do sort of my work through the week. For them, and then obviously have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do my own stuff. So I get used to the building and stuff like that. We've got a spray booth that we in there, got a lorry in there. Yeah. So this is next for refurb. Like you're painting this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't like to. Yeah, so I do mainly commercial stuff, mainly their recovery trucks and stuff like that. So I do my private stuff. I make carbon fibre as well and GRP and. Well, I'll put some like links in the video and stuff and your number and that. Perfect. Yeah. If it every little helps. Like, I'm not a big YouTuber out, but I'll put it there for you. Well, so, like I say, anything's better than nothing. You know? Right, sound. Let's do it. Right, deal done. Off back home now. Looks like there's been a crash on the motorway, so it's added an extra 14 minutes onto the journey, which I think is annoying, obviously, but it's a good opportunity to explain why I've gone for the DSG. Listen to that. I don't think I've had a few of these TTs actually. I think let's just say 5. I think it's more than 5, but I've had at least 5 V6 TTs, and none of them sounded as good as this. Okay. Didn't see that speed bump. And do you know what? The gear changes are actually quite smooth. They're not as quick as the modern cars, but this is 19 years old now, so I'm not expecting it to be. But it feels really nice. I do remember these being very, very claustrophobic, and I've got my seat back as far as it can go. I'm in sport, that's why. Right, drive, there we go. Oh, right. So yeah, these are very claustrophobic, and for me, it's like, I'm 6 foot. Yeah, I'm like looking down and over. It's hard to see out the mirror, but yeah. You know what? This sounds really, really good on a downshift. It changes so much quicker than I remember. I remember there being like a really bad delay on these, but it's okay. So I'll pull out on this little junction. See, I can't even see. I can't see out of the window to see if there's a car coming. We have a launch there. Yes. I'm having fun in this already. I've been in the car for 2 minutes and I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it's because I've been driving my Defender every day. I literally haven't been driving any hot hatches or anything. None of my R32s, Club Sport, none of that. I've just been in my Defender, so I don't know, but I'm really enjoying this. Obviously the sound is amazing. There's the whole reason you buy an R32 or a V6 powered car. You don't buy it for speed. Yes, the 225 180 20 valve is much faster than these with a little bit of a remap. They're lighter, more tunable as well for a lot less money, but it doesn't sound like this though, does it? Yeah. Right, first fill up. Let's see what it's going to be. £84.88 for 48 litres. Fair enough, it was V-Power, but I think that is one of the big reasons why these cars are so cheap these days. I was actually looking for a manual as well. I think I mentioned it earlier. I say looking, if I saw a cheap manual I would have bought a cheap manual, but I'm happy I went with DSG, and I've got a new idea for this now as well, so yeah, as long as we get home all right, I'm quite looking forward to this. So the traffic is building up now, and yeah, this is the main reason I've gone for the DSG, because with my day-to-day driving, I've already got a manual R32. I wanted something different. I wanted a DSG, and the Mark 4 R32 did not come in DSG in the UK. I think only Germany got the DSG version, so it's a very, very rare car, and I think there was only a few hundred of them as well. But yeah, when you're stuck in traffic like this, automatic DSG, they're the one. So for daily driving, getting around, this is just a better box. Maybe I'm just old now. Right, so I'm just driving along in the DSG normal mode. I'm going to drop it down into sport, get a bit of a downshift, put my foot down, and lose the GoPro camera. You know what? This is a bit too much fun. I wasn't expecting this. That downshift. I've noticed a few knocks and bangs with the car. The tracking seems to be well off, like it's leaning to the left massively. There's like a bit of a judder in lower speed as well, but I'm genuinely not bothered. I'm genuinely not bothered, to be fair. When you're buying a car that on average are selling for about £4,000 and you end up paying £2,000, you're going to expect some issues. Right, so we're back round town now. Drop it into its normal chilling mode, just come up to some traffic. I haven't got to press the clutch in, I haven't got to be on the clutch and finding the biting point and all that rubbish. I'm just chilling. I am just chilling. And that's why, for me, DSG is just the way. It's not even the way forward, it's for me. DSG is for me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, look, standstill traffic. Traffic's starting to move. Simple. Changes gear for me. It's the one. It's the one, isn't it? Come on. Still can't get over the sound. Like, it sounds really, really nice. I don't know why I'm surprised. Maybe it's because the ones that I've got are supercharged and turboed. I don't think I've actually got an NA one in at the moment. No, I got a Mark 5 R32 that's supercharged, Mark 4 that's supercharged, a Mark 4 that's turboed, another Mark 4 that's turboed. No, I haven't got an NA one. Maybe that's why I'm having so much fun. I don't know. So I'm gonna call that a success. There is one final test that I want to do with this car. I tried to sell one of these TTs, wow, many years ago. It was a 3.2 DSG, really clean car, full surface history, the lot. The person that came out to buy it was really into the TTs, these specifically with the DSG box. And he came out, he took me out on a test drive, said, yeah, everything's really well, but I want to do one more test. These gearboxes have got a common issue with the Mk1 unit. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'll put it here, what it's called. They always fail. So he said, if you go up to a hill, which I'm about to do now, and hopefully don't crash into anything. So what you want to be doing is you want to be on a bit of a hill, well, a bit of an incline. Put the car in drive, handbrake off, foot off the pedal. If the car rolls back, I just realised the aircon's on. Hopefully you heard all that. So yeah, bit of an incline, pull it in drive, foot off the brake pedal. If the car rolls back, then that Mk1 unit is, I hope that's what it's called. That unit is no good. Which you can change them, but they cost hundreds of pounds, this, that and the other. So anyway, let's do the little test. I'm on a pretty steep incline. It's in drive. I'm going to take my foot off the brake and see if we roll back. Rolled back a little bit to begin with. No, it's holding. Oh no, I'm not, I'm rolling back. So yeah, that isn't holding. So let's try it again. Even more of an incline now. Yeah, it's not holding. Rolling back, which isn't good, I'm assuming. It is not that bad. Holding a little bit. Nah, that was a fail. So I don't know, let me know in the comments, is that a real thing? I know it should have held. Is there anything I can do about that? Is that unit now scrapped? Do we need to get a new one? Let me know. Well, that's me and the TT back safe and sound, and honestly, it was an amazing drive. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to sell the car. I've just gone out and bought the car. Yeah, if you can't afford an R32, because the prices of them are silly at the moment, and you want to experience that 3.2 V6 sound, drivability, go and buy a cheap TT. There you go. I've said it. Let me tell you the real reason I've bought this TT. Come on, did you really think I was going to be driving around in this hairdresser's car? As amazing as it looks, as amazing as it drives, it's no Mark 4 R32. And lucky for me and lucky for yous, I've got a Mark 4 R32 shell just sitting there. It's a 5-door, perfect for me and my family. So listen, I'm going to be rebuilding this and I'm going to be using the TT as a donor car. I'm going to make this R32 DSG. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the UK never got a DSG Mark 4 R32, and for the right reasons. But as time moves on, I want a DSG. So I'm going to make it happen. Stay tuned, go and subscribe, make sure you like this video and catch me on the next one. See you later.